Hello, I'm Vaughan Kirby. Today a client asked a very, very good question. They asked how their EB-5 application might impact their current status. This is a very, very good question because it recognizes the fact that you should internalize in your decision making. Every decision you make in immigration is related to other decisions. We've talked about on prior videos the fact that any information you enter on an application or you give a consular officer or a customs officer can become part of your permanent record. Now, with that said, let's talk about let's look at some examples. An example might be OPT. If you're on OPT, will your EB-5 application impact that OPT? The answer is no. If you have an F1, will your EB-5 impact your F1? The answer is no. Your F1 is still valid. The other visa that comes into question is the multi-entry 10-year visa. Your EB-5 will not impact that either. However, I want to give a note of caution here. If your situation involves a trip back to your home country and a reapplication, if you're having to reapply for your F1 visa or you're reapplying for your multi-entry visa, you must always tell the truth, as we've talked about in prior videos, when you speak to customs officers and when you fill out forms. You would have to indicate when you applied to your new visa that you have an I-526 application. And though it takes a long time for that application, the consular officer can look at your situation and say, I'm sorry, because of your I-526, because of your EB-5 application, you have apparent immigrant intent, and they could deny it. So on the one hand, if you have your visa and it's in place, you're fine. If you're in a situation where you're going to have to go to the consulate to get a new visa, it may be a problem. In every case, number one, we talked about the interrelation of immigration. Make sure that everything you tell consular officers and everything you put on applications is accurate. And before you return to your home country, make certain that you have an appointment with your immigration attorney and discuss this before your trip. I hope this is helpful.